Every morning I sit down to this little dressing table and think, I need to clear this space. This is not the relaxed together approach that I want my day to start with. And it also means that the cat loves to jump on here in the night and just rattle everything to wake us up. So I really need to do myself a favour and sort out this general table, actually. Like this drawer in here, that's a secret shame. That's something that I shouldn't have shown you. I have definitely pushed my hair like one day further than I should have without giving it a wash. Today's the day that should have been a wash day. So it's looking a little bit gross. I'm gonna have to whack out the dry shampoo, but I'm getting my hair done tomorrow. I'm so excited to get my hair done. It's reached full on like shapeless triangle mode when all the layers get too long and it just all hangs around my face. And it makes me feel a bit like a slightly wild hag. I believe the word would be hag. That's happening tomorrow. But anyway, good morning. Welcome back. It's Monday. It's actually Bank Holiday Monday. What a lovely treat. We've had a nice slow start to the morning after a very busy weekend. I put some serious shifts in this weekend because basically last week I felt so very overwhelmed by the amount of stuff that I had to do, the amount of like content I had to put together and editing wise and deadlines wise, and just like I had a lot to work through. So I pretty much spent all weekend working, which is obviously never the best, but I feel so much better for it today. It feels like someone's kind of like pruned all the dead flowers from my brain and just left like the fully blossoming ones left. And I just feel so much more in control of everything, which is a really nice way to feel for the start of a bank holiday. And I'm going into a new week feeling good. So welcome back to a new weekly vlog. Things on the cards this week. A lot of writing because my deadline for book 2 is next week. Have I got any of this left? Oh, I swear I'm running out of everything at the same time right now. Half of what is on this desk is used up makeup products. I've got an empty eyeshadow primer, a used up contour stick, and an empty bronzer. And I keep them all to one side because I want to, you know, post about them and do like a little empties post on Instagram, but it just means I have empty things everywhere. And it looks like my sun cream might have run out as well. Oh, there we go, there's a little bit left. I have got about 10 minutes until I need to leave the house. I'm going to meet a friend for a little bite of breakfast, which should be a nice way to start the day. I haven't seen her for a while, and I think she's got some tales to tell me, so I will be sipping on my latte and living vicariously through her wild life. And then after that, Adam's actually going to walk up and sort of like collect me on the way to the train station, and we're going for a little bit of shopping. I think we're going to go to Westfield. We wanted to go somewhere with lots of suit shopping options because we're going to go and have a look at wedding suit options for Adam for the first time, which is really exciting actually. I'm really looking forward to it. We've got like a rough idea of the kind of thing that he wants. But today is like the first chance for him to, oh my god, this strap is so annoying. Today will be the first chance for him to have a proper look in person and try some on and, you know, just see if we can get the vibes right. So I'm going to get ready faster than the actual speed of light right now. It's going to be a shoddy job, but never mind. I've just about got 30 seconds to give you a little outfit of the day. This plant is out of control. It's giving Day of the Triffids. I fear for my life. This is the little denim ASOS dress that I wear this probably 3 days a week. It's the easiest, cutest little denim dress. I just love it. This little stripy t-shirt is a really old one from Levi's. I've got some frilly socks on and my slightly scruffy Adidas. I'm just walking up to the cafe and then I'll be on the train with Adam, so I don't even need to take a book out with me. So the hair is doing terrible things. I just had to give up and clip it half back with a little grippy clippy. I've also run out of dry shampoo. You know, I was complaining about all my makeup running out at once. I'm now also out of dry shampoo. So I guess what I'm telling myself is that I am actually allowed to pop into Sephora today for justified reasons. Dry shampoo, I can't be going without that. Well, if one must have a little browse, then one really must have a little browse. Yeah. We've made it to Westfield. Are you ready for this?
So she's singing. Am I ready?
Yeah.
Oh, am I ready? Hell yeah, I'm ready.
I'm quite excited actually to see what we can find.
Oh, there's soup supply.
Oh yeah, do you want to start there? if they supply the suits, then it feels like a good place to start.
I hope so.
I'm feeling quite optimistic. I feel like we're going to find lots of really good options. And that's the right mentality to go into this with.
Maybe I won't be as efficient as you and try on one and go, this is the one I want.
Actually, this is it. We're done.
I'd like
This is
that to
more
be
of
the
just
case,
a general brainstorm though, right? Like we're not going to come home with it today. We're just going
I
to
don't think so.
take in our options and see what we can find. We've got some colours that we've got in mind, so okay, let's start here. Peach feels maybe a little too jazzy.
It's like,
Your exact skin colour.
why is the groom naked?
Yeah, it's really nice. I like all the texture in the fabric.
Quite nice. Like the summer
It's
suit
maybe
vibe.
like slightly more grey toned than what you were thinking, I think.
Yeah.
Rather than like the warm brown, that's more of like a grey brown. It's nice though. Next up, Moss Bros. That's too pale for you, I think. It's kind of mustardy.
Too jazzy, I think.
That's very 70s, that big brown one.
I don't know.
I think you'd look cool in something like that, but I know you don't really like them. How about this? That's quite nice.
I think, yeah, but it just reminds me a bit like like Talking Heads or something. I don't know.
70s newsreaders. That's really nice.
Oh.
It is, again, a bit more grey toned, like that one we just saw in the last place. That was really warm toned. I like such a scruff next to you while you're trying all these on. I like that. That's
quite
really
nice.
nice. I love that.
I don't think it's...
It's not
No,
wedding,
not
I
really,
don't think.
but
It's wedding guests.
should I just buy it?
Do you just want to buy this suit? I think it's like Riviera, like if we were getting married in the south of France.
Not too late.
But now you've said passport in the top pocket. That's very, that's really,
Yeah, it's a
that's the
problem
vibe.
with- Yeah, it's airport, a little bit airport, cool airport dad. When we've got kids, I work to the airport.
Trying on the first full whammy. We found one that he quite likes. It's really nice actually. It's like a textured green one. Oh, it looks so nice. Ta-da!
I'm not sure the time.
You look like a handsome prince with your hair.
I'm not sure the size is going to go, to be honest.
Oh, it's really nice. So that colour looks lovely on you. You look like a woodland prince. Is that the effect you were going for?
Yes! Oh my god! The Woodland Prince.
And I will marry the woodland prince. What do you think about the waistcoat with it? Not convinced.
I think the waistcoat is what's making it look a little bit bigger than
It
Prince.
makes it a bit bulky, doesn't it? But if you're ever going to wear a waistcoat, it is your wedding. You look so handsome. Yeah. Oh, you look so handsome. Everyone knows that all successful suit shopping trips involve a lunchtime burger. This is a Bleecker Street burger, and I think this is probably my favourite burger. They're so delicious. So far, very successful actually. That green one is a real contender, isn't it?
Did you get that on the camera?
I took a little clip of it, yeah. And go back and try on a couple of others. And we're not planning on buying any today. Just getting ideas and stuff really. But I feel like that's a really good one to have like saved in the back of your mind to compare everything else to basically. When you're just trying on all the blazers, they all kind of look the same. You need like the full effect of trying everything on with a shirt to get any kind of real idea. But so far, very positive. We've got some real contenders, I think. For Adam and also his groomsmen, we've seen quite a lot of really nice ones. Highly successful suit shopping trip complete. Think we might have found the one, which is very exciting. Feeling good about that.
It's purple and velvet.
It's purple, it's velvet, it's giving Willy Wonka, and it's going to be great.
Got the matching top hat.
Top hat, cane, sorted.
Pocket full of chocolate.
And we've just got home to what I would say is one of the greatest films of all time, currently on the telly. Wormwood, sell me a lemon. And there's just something about your favourite film coming on the telly when you don't expect it to be there. It just gives me a really magical little feeling. It gives me like nostalgic feelings. Like Matilda is a particular example of that. It makes me feel about 6 years old again. I can't believe it's 9 o'clock already. I've achieved so much today. I've got into like a really good routine with dragging myself out of bed, literally like crack of dawn at the moment, which I'm so chuffed with. Albeit it's much easier when the mornings are brighter and the birds are singing and the sun is shining and I can like see the sun coming up in a lovely pink haze at my desk. It actually feels like a really nice treat and I love how peaceful and quiet it feels. And just the best thing about it that really works for me is that I just can't distract myself. There's no way that I can distract myself because like I can't be doing housework because Adam's still fast asleep and I can't be doing anything noisy because the neighbours, and like all I can do is sit at my computer and write. So it works very well for me. And it's a good job that I've put an early shift in today because I suddenly remembered that I've got a hairdresser's appointment this morning that I had literally forgotten all about. My appointment's at 10:15 and it's just gone 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna have to leave, I mean, pretty much now, to be honest. It's gonna take me about an hour to get there. Your guess is as good as mine what I'm actually getting done to this today. The main thing it needs is a big old chop. It's a couple of inches too long. I prefer it sort of top of dungaree length is how I would measure it. And I think I'm booked in for some kind of colour top up as well. I don't want to go right to the root because I just think my hair's too dark for it and I get like a dark stripe right down the middle of my head like a raccoon. I need to do something about the greys as well because they're out of control, quite frankly. And it's not that I don't appreciate those kind of slightly silvery, salt and peppery vibes, but I'm certainly more salt than I would like to be. So I'll have to have a little bit of a hunt on the bus and see what I can find. I have got a hair board on my Pinterest actually, but there's so many different stages on there of hair that I've loved. But I think the general vibe that I like to go for these days, that's the cut that I like to show, that really like 90s movementy type layers, and I love, I mean, who do I think I am taking pictures of Cindy Crawford to the hairdressers? And then for colour, probably something along these lines. That kind of like quite smudgy dark root with a little bit of face framing chucked in for good measure. I go to May 5 in Chiswick, which is like the cutest little setup. I'll show you when I get there. There's normally an adorable dog floating around, which is a lovely bonus. And I've been through 3 different hairdressers there actually. I had Salma, who used to do my like quite shaggy 70s style. I had Emma, who has now gone back to Australia, I think. So today for the first time I'm with Katie, whose salon it is actually, and she, fun fact, I'm pretty sure I've seen that she also does Emma's rectangles hair, and I mean, Emma's a mega babe with gorgeous hair, so I feel like I'm in very good hands. Honestly, whatever is not just this like heavy, long Avril Lavigne vibe is very welcome right now. So I'm gonna quickly brush my teeth and yeah, we're off to the hairdressers. It's really not a very exciting outfit of the day, but just for research purposes, for anyone who's interested, these are my Levi's dungarees, which, I mean, bury me in these to be quite honest. And this was quite a rogue choice, but this is a really old, new look, red and white pinstripe shirt. I do have a feeling that it's giving some kind of cartoon character. I can't think who wears a red shirt and blue dungarees, but feels a little bit, I don't know, Rugrats? Or maybe like the slightly twisted chainsaw wielding villain in some kind of horrible horror movie. They're always in dungarees. It's mostly the cut that needs some attention.
Okay.
It's pretty much lost all its shape,
Yeah.
and it's a couple of inches too long.
Okay,
Really.
cool.
It grows so quickly that I like to give it a good good chop.
You've got really nice thick hair, haven't you?
There's a lot of it. So this kind of like loads of movement, quite like, you know, like the 90s.
Yeah, it's like free.
Yeah, loads of movement.
But
and
not necessarily
shape to
short
it.
though.
Not quite as short as that probably.
Yeah, like it
but
hasn't
somewhere
got-
in the middle of the two, I would say.
Yeah, I feel like it hasn't got loads of short layers in it. It's more weight taken out,
Yeah.
a bit softer.
And maybe a bit shorter around the face kind of thing.
Okay, so yeah, lifting this up with
Yeah.
that kind of vibe where you can get like a bit more of a bounce. Here's feeling quite heavy.
Yes, definitely.
Here feels heavy, so it's almost like this is actually feeling quite nice. It needs to be tidied up, but that shape's really nice.
Yeah, probably a good inch off the bottom, I would say. Yeah,
Yeah, go
that's
to
pretty
here.
much bang on, yeah.
We go to here.
Yeah.
Shape all this and soften all this through here. I think that'll look really nice. Okay, cool. And then in terms of the colour, what would you like me to do? Because you're nice. I think you've got a bit blonder, haven't you?
Yeah, a
Nice
little
and-
bit. I like to, I think when it's too blonde near the root, it
Yeah.
gets a bit of like a dark stripe down the
Heavy.
middle, so I
Yeah.
need to try and avoid, I like it low maintenance
Yes.
basically.
Oh, alrighty.
Lovely.
I'm going to put a gown on you. I'm actually going to start to cut some of this now.
Yeah, sounds good.
Just so I can see, because obviously this is how you kind of wear your hair every day. So it's always good to have a little bit
Yeah, good
cut
idea.
to how you have it really.
And then put the colour where it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sit up straight so that my terrible posture is not.
No, it's okay.
I love it when you first take them out and you're like, pageant queen.
Yeah. So big about it.
Wonderful. That is amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love it. Can we like make a note of the tones and stuff that you
Of course, yeah.
I just love it.
I had a really satisfying journey home actually. So the tube was off,
which wasn't ideal for getting home. But I took a slightly different route, and I had one of those like super satisfying like efficiency gold star moments. Like I saw the bus coming at like the end of the road, but I was like, oh, the traffic's so bad down here. I reckon if I don't get on the bus, walk up the road, go into Wasabi to grab my lunch, come out of Wasabi and go all the way up to the top of the road, I can get there before that same bus gets to the top of the road and I can get on it there. And I did it. So that was extremely satisfying. Probably not the most appealing looking lunch you've ever seen in your life because it was in my bag while I got the bus home. But I picked up the salmon and avocado dragon roll, which has got like a little bit of spiciness to it. I love this one. And then I also got a little packet of spicy tempura seaweed crisps. And I also got myself a little aloe vera mango juice. And if anyone can explain what kind of magic they put in this stuff, I'm all ears. Because it has like little bits of aloe vera in it. And when it comes to like orange juice and fruit juices and stuff, if there's bits in it, take that away from me. I don't want it anywhere near me. But this kind of slightly jellyish aloe vera stuff that floats around in these drinks brings me a lot of joy.
I'm just in really massively two minds about what to do with my day today, because my to-do list is the to-do list of a crazy person. I can't believe I've started this week feeling better about what was on my plate, and now I seem to have gone back for seconds and thirds. Like the buffet table of life is really treating me good, and I thought today was going to be much clearer than it's actually ended up being, because some last minute stuff has come through for different publishers, like marketing bits and bobs that they would like me to do. But I was really hoping to be able to join my friends for Maria's birthday today. They are going out for a little bit of lunch and to go and see the Taylor Swift exhibit at the V&A, which I really want to catch. I don't know how much longer it's on for actually, and I really did want to go and see that. So I've done a sunrise desk appearance again this morning to get my work finished, which I'm just uploading now. So I feel like maybe I can pop out for lunch and a wander and not feel too like stressed and guilty about it the whole time, because it's all very well and good going because I really want to go, but if I'm just going to spend the whole time feeling guilty that I should be at my desk. I really want to go though. I really want to go and see that exhibit, and also I really want to see the girls. I haven't seen them for ages. A couple of weeks ago I did a DIY like at home lash lift kit, which I've currently got mixed feelings about, so I won't recommend it just yet, and maybe next week or something I'll do it again and show you it, and we'll see how it feels, because it started off really well and I was really happy with it. But a couple of weeks down the line, I feel like it's made my lashes go a bit haywire. It really makes me feel like Uzma from The Emperor's New Groove. I just feel like my lashes are like massive and spidery and wiry and like all over the place. Not that she's not an icon. I think next week is the, like, because you have to leave it quite a long time between lash lifts. Should I do full foundation today? I actually might do. I normally day-to-day wear the Glossier Skin Tint, but seeing as we're hopefully going out and about, let's go instead for the Glossier Foundation. I don't think I've ever used such a minute amount of product of anything in my life. These are literally the size of the dots of this foundation that I like to use, but I basically try and like almost like push it over my skin to make it as light coverage as possible. You know how I think it's in Korea they quite often use a spatula to kind of like really smooth the product over their skin in like a really sheer layer. I try and use my finger to do it that way because I just don't think I've got the the skin elasticity anymore for layers and layers of product. Like makeup just sits so differently on my face these days, and anything that feels remotely heavy or like it's going to sink into fine lines and stuff, it's just not the one anymore. And the good thing about the day after going to the hairdressers is that you don't have to do anything with your hair, and it's still got like a bit of shape and movement to it from the blow. That blow dry's actually lasted really well. And you might have spotted I've got a pretty jazzy outfit going on today as well. Look at that colour, that is so gorgeous. Autumn powers are returning. It feels like quite a brave outfit choice, but hey, you know what? If a Wednesday called for anything, it's a cord 70s inspired jumpsuit. I mean, it's a good un. It's such a good un. Just like, you know, this is part of an advert I did with Joni, but you know me, half my wardrobe is Joni at this point. And then I've just paired it with my Converse. I'm going to chuck a tote bag on, I think, just because I've got a few bits to take with me. Every time I wear these Converse now, I remember how ropey they are. The scruffier the better when it comes to Converse, but these might be pushing it.
slightly. They are starting to separate from the soul. And I'm looking forward to a nice little girly lunch now and a good catch up with them because I haven't seen them for ages. And then a little wander to go and see some real life Taylor Swift costumes. I'm very excited about that. And I'm also going to pick up some flowers for Maria along the way. So let's go. Jess has bought everyone gibbets.
Yes.
Here's Abby's.
I'm an eggy girl, you see.
A little egg. Suits you very well, actually.
Yes,
A little
I do
egg.
enjoy an egg.
Maria, can I see yours, please?
It's fingers. So
Chocolate fingers.
I have a real
That's
problem with
unreal.
chocolate fingers because I eat. Oh, actually, my fingers look horrible because I took my nail varnish off last night. I have a real problem with these. I eat them by the packet.
But now it'll be on your shoes. That is the most perfect little Crocs charm I've ever seen. Now it all makes sense why Jess randomly asked me if I owned a pair of Crocs. Which I do.
And then when you said why, I was like, no worries, don't.
I'd actually forgotten you asked that question. I was very
hold on.
confused. Dressed so inappropriately for this weather.
Not a day for cord.
It really wasn't a day for cord, nor a jumpsuit in any way, shape or form. But when autumn's in your heart, what can you do? You're powerless to the fall vibes.
I once met Maria and we were going for like pizza in the park and it was August time and she was wearing leather leggings and a houndstooth jacket.
Yes, belted.
in like 30-degree wind.
I believe I
because she
also
went,
had
well,
a
it's
hat.
August now, it's very close to my birthday and that makes it autumn.
I do think that it's one of those things that, like, once your brain decides it's autumn,
Yes.
that's it. It doesn't. The weather's
Maria
kind of
was very
irrelevant,
stubborn that
really.
day.
My birthday is the benchmark to autumn.
I agree.
Because
I
it's like
fully
I have
agree.
my birthday and that's just like a summer thing, and then
and that's it.
But autumn
The
doesn't start
doorway's
until
open.
September the 21st.
no,
That's a lie.
But like by the calendar.
You can't tell me the 1st of September is summertime.
No, it's not.
It's like back to school.
Yeah, back to school is autumn.
Agreed. Anyways, we're now on our way to the V&A to go and have a little wander through the Taylor Swift exhibition, which I'm very excited
Taylor
about.
Swift mile.
I say a wander, it turns out it's a mile long, this thing.
Yeah, baby.
This is the very beautiful V&A, where I haven't actually been for years. All it took was Taylor Swift to get me here. Just while the girls are having a photo shoot, this is what we're off to see. The Songbook Trail. It's free, it's open till the 8th of September, and I think it's basically just a ton of her very iconic outfits, which I'm very excited to see. Here's the birthday photo shoot happening in action. Taylor Swift Songbook Trail. This one's a bit trickier to film because it's a much darker room. But this is the dress from I Bet You Think About Me. And right here, it looks like a Playmobil hat in the distance. But that is the hat. They did choose the right bed for it though. There's a lot of friendship bracelet exchanging going on behind us right now. It's so adorable. I've reached my era. She wore this on the 1989 World Tour, which I actually went to. This one is incredible, although the shoes are slightly strange. They look very thick and crusted, and she wore this one for performing Out of the Woods, which is one of her best songs, I would say. This is the Evermore era, and this is the dress from the Willow music video, which is one of my favourite Taylor Swift songs, so I'm very excited to see this. I love the way this one's presented as well, this is so cool. Being able to come up with music video ideas and just being like, I want this incredible yellow dress, just for no reason.
All the bows.
Just for the Bejeweled music video, nothing else. Perfect.
Did you know that when she re-recorded it, she started wearing this blouse because she's now Romeo and no longer Juliet?
Obviously in the
Oh, that's actually great. I
And that
love
is my fun
that.
fact.
She's fearless.
Yes.
To me, this is the most exciting one so far.
Well, for me, it was-
That's amazing. I did enjoy the fun fact, but that's also making me feel a little bit emotional. I don't think the camera's doing that justice. That is the sparkliest thing I've ever
It's a
seen.
bit like the torch. She looks so much more sparkly. in
And the
real life.
shoes. This is what the back looks like. Oh, the back is extra risque. Wow. That is the showstopper. Wow. God, that must have been so uncomfortable to wear.
Like a choker.
Yeah.
Choker puff sleeve. Lace underneath. Lace gloves.
It looks amazing in the stairwell as well. It's such a cool place for them to put it. And last but not least, the final exhibit that we need to check out is the merchandise. Boy, did I pick the wrong day to wear a thick jumpsuit. Wow. I felt like I might be about to expire on that bus just then. I thought that might have been the end of it all. That was a hot one. It was so funny though, there was like a whole row of girls all down the bus and we were all sitting there like this, all of us like holding our hair up like in unison together. It was quite cute in like a strange sweaty way. Are you okay? How you doing? You had a nice big sleep today. Right, should we get you some dinner? First things first, before I have a shower and cool off. I know that cat food takes priority. That's good for the camera lens, thank you. Is there any better feeling than taking your makeup off? It's up there with taking your bra off, isn't it? Although I don't wear proper bras anymore and haven't done for years. So. Especially when you've been like hot and it's felt like you can like feel it on your face. Oh, it feels so good to take it all off. If I'm looking a bit red and shiny, it's because I've just done my full skincare routine. It's literally only just gone 5 PM, but I was like, do you know what? It can all just marinate nicely for the evening rather than putting it on straight before bed. I'm carrying 2 absolutely enormous boxes right here. I need to put them down. Ah, so heavy. How delicious does this look? A big glass of iced Ribena. Hang on. Ever since we went to the pub on Tuesday night, I don't think I filmed any of that. We went and did a pub quiz on Tuesday night and I had a pint of blackcurrant squash. And it was just, it was so perfectly delicious. This is the best I can do. We've only got Ribena and there's something about pub blackcurrant squash that is just next level delicious. I honestly think it might be on my like off menu. If I was going to do off menu, that might be my drink of choice. So in this box, I think this is the last thing to arrive for a pretty big giveaway actually. I'm absolutely amazed by the bundle that we've been able to put together. My wonderful social media management kind of took the lead in getting in touch with lots of brands that I love and have worked with lots of times to see if they wanted to get involved. This though, this little, it's very mysterious papery bundle in here. This is a little prize that I've added in just for myself because I wanted to make sure that it felt like really well-rounded and, you know, a proper like whammy of a prize. Oh, that is so good. Oh my god, that's perfect. So let me explain. One of the prizes, which I'll show you in a minute, is from a lovely small shop brand that I am just obsessed with. I just love everything she makes, called Waltz Waxes. They've put together such a gorgeous bundle of things for us to include. And because it included wax melts, I was like, well, I'll have to make sure there's a wax burner in there just in case whoever wins the prize doesn't have a wax burner. So I was like, oh, I need to find a lovely little wax burner to go with this. Look what I found. It's a tiny little cauldron. And you may be wondering why there's 2 of those in the box. It's because I bought it off myself. I don't think I've really explained this very well. Basically, my publisher, Pan Macmillan, were really keen to do some kind of like celebratory, big, lovely giveaway on publication week. If you're new around here, my debut novel is coming out on the 19th of September, so it'll be a few days before that. It's going to be hosted over on my Instagram page via Pan Macmillan as well. And I think it's basically just going to be a like, click the link, pop in your details. It'll probably be UK only. And basically just enter to win and then they'll contact you if you win. But I've been gathering all the prizes together to make sure that it was something that I was really excited about. And the little cauldron is the final thing of the bunch to arrive. So basically, my next job is that they want me to take some nice photos of it all, some kind of, you know, pretty aesthetic photos that we can use on the Instagram post. And then I need to arrange a collection to have all of this taken to the Pan Macmillan offices so that they can be in charge of shipping it out to whoever wins. But then this arrived this morning, which I had no idea was coming. It just turned up on the doorstep. I was like, what is this enormous heavy box? This is a lot of copies of the American version of Rewitched. You might have seen this in a vlog a couple of weeks ago, but the very final finished version of Rewitched for the US in this beautiful purple and orange. You best believe I have already handed out multiple copies of this book, advanced ones and complete ones, to friends and family. So I think they might roll their eyes and say, please not another one, if I try and pawn these off onto my friends and family. So seeing as I now have an absolute stack of these to do something with, I thought it might be fun if we do a little YouTube giveaway as well. I mean, if you've made it this far in a weekly vlog, you deserve to be in with the chance of winning something, right? So I'm going to give away, how many of these should we do? I mean, I've got a lot of them. I think they've sent over like 20 copies of this. I don't have that many friends. Let's give away 8. 8's a nice witchy number, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to give away 8 copies of the American version of Rewitched. So if you are not in a position to buy a book right now, but you would still really like to read Rewitched, or maybe you have purchased the UK version, but you would like the alternative cover to add to your little Rewitched collection, or maybe you've already got this and you would just like another one to give to a friend. Whatever, I don't mind at all. But basically, if you would like to get your hands on this, I'm going to open this up worldwide as well. Why not? I will be responsible for shipping all of these out, seeing as this is quite a spontaneous decision. So if you would like to get your hands on one of these, or if you'd like to enter to try and get your hands on one of these, let's do it in the comments. And drop a comment and let me know who your favourite fictional witch is and why you love her. That'll do. Or you can leave me some kind of fun witchy fact, or you can tell me about someone witchy in your family tree, or anything remotely witchy. If you've got a witchy book recommendation or a witchy moment in your life that you feel is a little magical moment, or anything at all, just let me know that it's for the giveaway. I will pick out 8 winners as soon as next week's weekly vlog goes live. So we'll leave this running for a week, and I'll reply to your comment and let you know that you've won one. So just make sure that you're keeping an eye on whether I'm replying to you or not, because I'll be asking for you to let me know how to contact you, basically. So keep an eye on it. And when we pick some winners as well, I'll make sure to personalise these and sign them for you before I ship them out as well. It's exactly the same story as the UK version. There's just some slight grammatical changes, basically. It's mostly just less commas, it turns out. While I was editing the American version, they just don't use half as many commas as we do in the UK. So now I need to find a home for all of these. I think I'm probably best to leave them in the box, actually, aren't I? So let's take some lovely photos. I made these 2 little fake cartoon vouchers to include in the post so that there was something visual for these prizes. They're pretty cute, actually. I'm quite happy with those. It really helps having that like rainbow bookcase in the background of our living room now when I'm trying to take photos. Makes everything look much cuter than it used to. I just realised that I'm going to have to Photoshop my nails. They're so grown out. I really need to go and get these done. These look good. Right, let me go through these, get this sent off, and then that's all good. I have done a monumentally terrible job at vlogging today, but I mean, in my defence, it wouldn't have been the most exciting one in the world. I have spent all day at my computer, and then it's Thursday, so this afternoon at 3:30 I went to my therapy appointment. So if I'm looking a bit puffy around the eyes, you know why. It was a really difficult one today. I tend to go one of 2 ways after therapy, my Thursday nights, because Adam is usually at work drinks as well. He's actually worked from home today, so he's here. But normally Adam goes for work drinks on a Thursday night, and that works quite well because then I can come home and kind of figure out how I'm feeling, and I have a bit of space to myself to like think about what I've been talking about and stuff. Sometimes I have like a really lovely self-care evening afterwards where I'll like really like take it slow and do good things for myself and have like a lovely nourishing dinner, and I'll do my skincare and wash my hair and like take it, you know, really gently and really easy. Or I go the complete opposite direction and I indulge in what I like to affectionately refer to as rot night. Now hear me out. I think rot night is equal parts self-care as much as the first version, because sometimes you just need to rot in a particularly kind of slightly feral way after feeling really exposed and like, you know, getting into all the deep dark stuff. I like to just be quite disgusting. I'll order some kind of really gross takeaway. I'll watch some absolute top level trash, perhaps the Kardashians, perhaps Jersey Shore, and really just kind of drift off onto another planet for a few hours. I feel like tonight would be rot night, but Adam's in the house and I can't effectively rot around another human being. But I do actually have a really nice task at hand tonight, which, as much as I'm feeling a little bit sort of like slightly like a deflated balloon a little bit, I am really excited and delighted about this because I've had a delivery. I'm not sure why I'm building it up into this like massive crescendo. Basically, I've bought myself a desktop Mac computer, which is, I think I've wanted one for maybe, we're probably getting on for 10 years. I nearly bought one when I was freelance writing full time, just because it's a much nicer, bigger screen setup to have when you're writing, but I talked myself out of that because the money was still too unreliable. I remember nearly buying one when I got my first decent brand deal and talked myself out of that because the money wasn't like constant enough at that point. I then told myself that I would buy one when I finished my book and didn't do that because I wasn't sure what I was going to do with the book in the end. But when I got my publishing deal, I said to myself, okay, one of these days, this is the reason. But time just kind of like ran away with me, and it's now pretty much a year since I got my publishing deal. But now that I've now had the international deals, I was like, do you know what? I can't keep talking myself out of this. Like, this is the reward. This is the reason. And because hopefully I'll be doing more writing in the future. Well, I am doing more writing in the future, and having that big screen set up rather than my laptop, which is very much on its last legs. If anything's going to kill a laptop, it's video editing combined with enormous book files. And today, an enormous box arrived on the doorstep, and it's officially here. Here it is. It's in here. Let's build it. I am so excited. I just think that like 21 to 25-year-old me, actually, you know what? 33-year-old me right now feels like this was always going to be the marker of when I'd been quite successful. Ooh. Oh my god.
Maybe slide it out.
Oh my god, it's enormous. Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah. Is that your new briefcase? I love that it's got its own little handle, that's crazy. Playing with the big boys now.
Whoa.
Hello. I see it, I see it. No pressure.
Oh,
Don't drop it.
Shout out in my ear.
This already looks like a grown-up's desk
It does.
instead of a
It really
teenager's
does. As
desk.
soon as you put a computer on it. Yeah. Yep.
Look at my little purple keyboard.
This is what you get.
Look at my little purple keyboard.
Well,
Instructions.
this will tell us what it comes with.
I know. The grand reveal. Oh, there's still another one.
This is all it does.
It's like pass the parcel.
It just says hello.
Hello.
Very slick.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Yeah. I love this colour. I'm so glad I went for this colour. It's so cool. Hello, new friend.
And that?
I assume that says hello. So I went for the purple colour. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that on camera, but it's like an amazing lilac-y colour. I just love it. I wanted to get one of the coloured ones because they remind me of like the bubble coloured Macs that they used to do in the 90s and the early 2000s, like she has in Legally Blonde.
Setup complete.
Thank you for your assistance.
That's okay. You're very proud of yourself.
Thank you.
You worked very hard. And you got a nice toy to celebrate
Shiny
it
new
with.
toy. I can't believe it. That's quite the upgrade. Wow.
You should have bought me one. It was mine.
No, this hasn't changed since maybe 2008.
Frog. Anyway. Hello. Doing work.
Now that it's all plugged in and good to go, I feel so grown up. Also, I've already noticed while I'm typing on it, my posture is already so much better than when I'm on my laptop like this. Do you know what I've done already though? Because as soon as I turned the screen on and there was like a different wallpaper to the one that I usually have on my laptop, it just felt really weird and wrong. So that literally the first thing I've done is move the wallpaper that I have on my laptop onto the screen of this, and it's the vision board that I made way back in January. You might remember I did a little video talking a bit about like my goals for the year and stuff, and this is the vision board that I made, and now that I've announced the book and stuff I can show you the full thing. So this whole corner was the bit that I think I blurred out last time I spoke to you about this. So this was basically dedicated to all things book. So this was to finish writing the book and finish editing it and have a fully finished book to present to the world. This was to write more and to keep writing. This was to experiment more with like the kind of things that I was creating online. There's a little nod to the bestseller list. That's not that I am expecting to be on there. My head hasn't fully imploded just yet. This was more just kind of like a motivational, get your book out into the world type vibe. This was to like work on my personal style a bit more. This was to try vlogging a little bit more. This was to find some nice working setups out and about. This was to do more co-working. This is wedding related stuff. This was to use the Peloton more, to be more intentional, focus on happiness, to focus on our relationship and our love.
This is to spruce the house up a little bit more. This was to read more. This one, you can't see this because the bar here is at the bottom, but it says something like, grow thoughts in your brain that you'd put in a vase. And that was exactly the mentality that I wanted to channel for this year, and it's worked well. And then this one, you can't quite see this here, but it says, I'm creating the life of my dreams. Do you know what? This has made a massive difference to how I feel first thing when I turn my computer on. I highly recommend having a little vision board. It peps me up in the morning. It is genuinely like really motivational. So I'm just spending 20 minutes trying to like get this vaguely in check to start working tomorrow. Oh, this has transferred all my stuff over. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh no. I want to get Final Cut Pro on here. That's the software that I use for editing my YouTube videos. And I also need to put Photoshop on here because that's where I make the thumbnails. So let's get those downloading for the evening. Oh, this keyboard feels absolutely delightful. Those buttons are velvety smooth to the touch. This is going to be so nice to write on. Oh, I'm already really excited to start writing on this. Look at my posture. I can actually feel like my chicken wings moving into place where they're supposed to be. By chicken wings, I mean shoulder blades. And the other thing that I wanted to make sure, double, triple make sure that I did this evening was move the Word document that is book 2 from my laptop onto this, because let me admit my secret shame right now. I am someone who just doesn't back up anything ever, and that includes 100,000 Word document novels. Did I have any version of Rewitched other than the one Word document that I kept on my one laptop and nowhere else? Have I done exactly the same with book 2? Like, it exists in one document on this laptop, and if anything were to happen to that, would I lose the whole thing? Yes. Yes, I would. That must be some kind of deep self-sabotage decision by my subconscious. That's the only way I can possibly explain that. I am feeling really proud of myself this evening. Really proud of myself. This was very good timing. This is a real contrast for how I was feeling about an hour ago. I can feel that 21-year-old me, that girl inside of me, like, oh my god, excited about this. That's always such a lovely feeling, isn't it? Thinking about your younger self and how they'd feel about your current situation. I love thinking like that. It's always a good reminder to like be proud of yourself and acknowledge how far you've come. So good morning from my new desk setup. It's the most beautiful day today. I'm obviously not going to show you the window view, but it's like the most like beautiful hazy late summer blue sky. It just looks so beautiful. And then I've got this super shiny new computer setup in front of me. Honestly, I'm in the best mood this morning. This feels like, it feels like I've really like leveled up. So I feel really like motivated and positive and even vaguely professional. I've set up my little like shortcut selection here, which is really cute. I'm just doing all these like handy bits that are nice to have in place. And it's probably a pretty busy day today in terms of like everything I need to get done. So I'm just having a look at my Trello, which is a new organizational tool I have delved into, but it's really scratching my brain in a very nice way. I feel like this is a good thing for me to have set up in place. I have like different little lists for each day, as well as different categories for like book 2, Pam Macmillan, my American publisher, YouTube, TikToks. Like I have everything in separate to-do lists and separate days. It just seems to really gel nicely with the way my brain likes to work. My main task for today work-wise is that I've got a feature to write actually, which I'm really looking forward to. There's a few like marketing things along the way that I've agreed to like write, or podcasts that I have agreed to be on and stuff. And today I've got a feature for just like a pop culture website called United by Pop, and it's a feature all about like 90s witches and why we love them so much and why they're so iconic. And it's only about 800 to 1,000 words, I think, so it shouldn't take me, I think it'll take me the morning basically to put that together. But I'm just trying to decide whether to go out and do my errands first to start the day. I need to go and pick up my prescription. And I could really do with getting that like ASAP today really. But we've got absolutely no milk. I've had the last of the milk this morning for a coffee, and I made Adam one in bed as well. So all the milk's gone, which simply won't do. And we need some bits for like a late breakfast, lunch and dinner tonight as well. So I need to pop to do a food shop. And while I'm out, I'm thinking I should probably get these absolutely dreadful nails
sorted. So maybe I'll count that as my lunch break today on the end of my errands. So I'm actually thinking maybe I'll go and do those things first so that we've got supplies for lunch and so that I can have coffee while I'm doing this feature later. Am I planning this whole thing around the ability to have cups of coffee while I'm writing? Maybe. Oh, do you know what's absolutely made my day this morning? Also, please excuse my pyjama shirt. Ask me what book I'm reading. I got a message on Instagram to say this lovely YouTuber has featured Rewitched in a video yesterday. And obviously as soon as someone tells me that, I have to go and look at it. And sometimes that does not work in my favour. But today, I think I've discovered a new favourite YouTuber, honestly. Her videos are stunning and she's right up my street in terms of the vibes. And I've just never discovered her before, so I'm really grateful. So this is the absolutely beautiful Darling Tessie, and she's featured Rewitched in a video called A Cozy Practical Magic Fall Day. Obviously, I'm incredibly grateful that she has featured the book in a video, but I'm also incredibly grateful to have just found a wonderful new YouTube channel. She spends the afternoon reading Rewitched. I mean, I'm absolutely buzzing about that. What a lovely little surprise to start the day. So thanks, Desi, if you happen to see this video. I'm very grateful. And I really hope you enjoy the book. And it's really made me realise that I don't have the aesthetic that I think that I do. That's in my head. That's what my life looks like. That's the vibe that I give off. Might need to rethink that one slightly. I might have made a slightly rogue purchase on the way home. Do you want to come and see?
Do I want to come and see?
So I got all the things that you asked for, but you know I've been like trying to replace all the frames around the house with like nice old frames. So I've been putting off buying the big ones because they're expensive online and like the shipping is a lot. So I went into Oxfam because it was like 13 minutes for the bus. So I was like, oh, I'll go and have a look at the books. And I saw this massive frame. I was like, oh, perfect. Like, absolute bargain, 12 quid for a big frame like this. I was like, heck yes. But guess what's inside it that I just had to bring home on the bus?
Oh.
I was like, I can't take this on the bus. Like, I can't do it. So I was like, please tell me you have a bag big enough for me to put this in.
It's so through the bag. Oh my god. Does the Louvre know?
12 quid. We're in. For the beautiful frame for 12 quid though. I was like, oh, amazing. But I was like, I can't take that on the bus.
We should definitely just put that up. That is so funny.
Like from a distance, it looks pretty legit to be fair. In our tiny little house.
Where would this look best?
The Mona Lisa.
I quite like it there. Maybe up here.
Oh, behind the plant. Yeah, okay. Aside from purchasing the Mona Lisa, which is probably my star buy of the day, what else did I buy? Oh, I bought some sunflowers. They do look a bit sorry for themselves. They need a bit of attention. But we haven't had flowers for ages, so I was like, you know what? For the end of the summer, time for some bargain sunflowers. I also bought a little punnet of plums because it's the last of stoned fruit season. Did you know that? So you've got to make the most of it.
Great.
So I shall be indulging in a plum. And I also got my prescription, so errands complete. And these are my nails. I went for this
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
super Barbie pink.
That is super Barbie pink.
It is, and I thought, well, pink is like the colour of the next book. And I like to match my surroundings with my writing as much as possible. So I thought this would be nice and motivational for next week. And that's your lot. The Mona Lisa, some sunflowers, and dinner. What more could you ask for?
Classic haul.
It's Friday night and we're feeling alive. So we're celebrating with one of our favourite meals. I put an early request in for this one because I think I've been craving it since literally the last time we had it.
think I've gone on about it every day since. And I feel like this has now become one of your like specialities actually.
It is very nice.
Yeah, it's so delicious. Last time we had it, I was like, this is like restaurant food. I would order this in a restaurant and be delighted with it.
Good.
So I thought I'd show you it.
Basically vodka pasta with like shallow fried breaded chicken, but they found that chicken seasoning at Waitrose that you put in the...
Which we're now putting on everything we ever eat.
In the crumb. It's so nice.
And basically when we got back from New York, which was back in last March now, and we had that vodka sauce pizza, I just became absolutely obsessed with that pizza. I think about it every day of my life. So we were like, oh, vodka sauce pasta is something that we can add into our repertoire because we're forever trying to think of new things to have for dinner, because what else is being an adult other than trying to think of dinner ideas? And this is one that we just absolutely love. So I thought I'd do a little cook along with us. I say us, I'll be contributing absolutely nothing to this.
There's been a lot of we's and us in that, whatever you just said.
Just know that in the kitchen I have absolutely no part in this whatsoever.
Okay.
But you can go into your cooking TV show mode if you'd like to.
That stuff. Well, maybe we'll do that. Well, I'm just trying to figure out, I'm trying to get the timings right, because actually nothing, pasta takes 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Chicken probably takes less than that.
So step one, batter the absolute living daylights out of a chicken breast.
Butterfly the chicken, that's the word.
Yeah.
And then batter it.
Into submission.
Absolutely batter it. So that it's nice and flat and hopefully even-ish.
And this should be a brown onion, but we have limited options.
It should be brown onion, but I wrote a terrible list earlier. So it's not.
We're missing 2 key ingredients.
So it's not a brown onion.
Here's your progress report. Oh, big things are about to happen.
Big things are about to happen.
It's a huge Friday night in this house. Get the Smirnoff out
this.
for your delicious pasta dish. So in the pan we've got...
garlic, onion, oil,
Yeah.
fried that, added quite a lot of tomato puree,
Nice.
cooked that for 5 minutes, and now I'm going to add, I don't know, a couple
Here
shots.
it goes. Very nice.
Shot of food.
Sizzle, sizzle. And I'll just do a little stir here so that I have contributed to this delicious dinner as well. So what does it actually do to the sauce?
Is that better? Ooh. You know what? I don't really know. But I made it
Deepens
before
the flavour somehow,
and forgotten
I
to
guess.
put the vodka in, and then it does make a difference.
And it does make a difference.
It
Okay.
does, yeah.
Oh, I missed you put the cream in. But we've also added in some single cream. And now it will be extra delicious.
There you go. Some
The rules
single
are
cream.
that anything you add single cream into instantly becomes delicious. This is where the improvisation comes in slightly, because we've just realised that we've got no breadcrumbs for said breadcrumbed chicken, which, of the 2 ingredients, it's a fairly major one. Adam's fairly convinced that he can wing this one. He can make it happen anyway. This is the chicken seasoning by a brand called Just Spices, and it basically makes it taste like KFC. Doesn't it? It's like
delicious.
slightly KFC-ish. Full trio of pots now in action. It's quite a juggling act, this one, to be fair. If you're a easily stressed cook, I'm not sure this would be the one for you.
Yeah, it's okay though. It's all like pretty.
I'm already quite overwhelmed just watching it.
Not to say this hasn't been an organised cook, but we've also got 2 different types of spaghetti because neither. There was like just not enough of either.
Perhaps we picked the wrong night to do a cook-along. Perhaps we should have thought this through slightly. To be fair, I did spring this on you about 20 minutes ago. Here's the chicken coming out. Considering that was a last-minute save, it's looking pretty great, actually. That is one perfect large chicken nugget if I ever saw one.
Yeah.
That sauce is looking great.
Yeah, add a bit more pasta water to it to make it nice and
Not quite so thick.
silky.
Yeah, lovely. That's such a good word for pasta sauce.
Made my mark.
Yes, it's a good job we got tiles that you can wipe clean, because this is what they look like at the end of every evening. They're just covered in red sauce every single evening in this house. Every last strand.
Absolutely.
And a splash of pasta water. Parmigiano. A little parmigiano. We're going to test your plating skills now,
Try
isn't it,
and
on
do,
camera?
like- Oh no, don't do that.
Oh, that looks pretty great.
Right.
The twist, the twist. Oh my god, that seasoning smells unbelievable.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wait.
When in Rome. Sort of. Well.
Hands.
One for the bear fans out there. What is this dish actually called?
Uh,
Want to present it?
Well, I guess this would be, what do you call it, like spaghetti a la vodka with fried chicken.
Not quite the chicken we had planned, but wow, it looks absolutely stunning. I will make you write that down so that I can put it in the description box. If you're interested in making this one for yourself, I'll put the recipe in the description
the
box.
correct recipe down, or whatever this.
The actual correct one, the one that we would
You need to buy
normally
two
do.
different types of spaghetti. You need to buy the wrong onion. You need to buy breadcrumbs, but actually don't use them.
You actually overcame a lot there to create something so perfect. Well done.
Live TV, eh?
Well, that's the end of that. We're off to eat this now. Oh, look at that. Yum, yum, yum. Thanks so much for watching this vlog. Hope you really enjoyed it. I'm going to wrap this one up for this week because we're at your family home tomorrow, dog sitting,
Yeah.
and I'm going to be working all day Sunday, so I think we'll call it a day on this one. We're off to eat pasta and watch Dairy Girls now, which sounds like a pretty
What a night.
perfect Friday night.
What a
to
crazy
be.
Friday night.
Made the dream come true. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you very soon in another video. Bye.
Bye.
Mwah.